Have you ever wondered if one tiny mistake in your very first sentence could completely ruin your chances of passing an English speaking test, no matter how good your vocabulary is?
Oh man, that is a terrifying thought,
It really is.
especially for anyone preparing for a major exam.
Right. Well, welcome to our IELTS series.
Yes.
In the next few minutes, we are going to learn the absolute foolproof strategy to guarantee an incredible high-scoring response for speaking part 2.
Which is so needed.
It is. So
Right.
today we are going to master exactly 3 critical steps for test success.
3 steps, got it.
Yep, which include 3 specific game-changing tips for developing your answers. And we'll cover exactly 2 words you must avoid saying.
2 words to completely avoid. I love that.
Exactly. So welcome to Everyday English Flow, daily English practice, natural speaking, and effortless listening flow.
That's right.
And hey, if you'd like to support our work, please like and subscribe. It helps us to keep creating high-quality content and bring you even better lessons in the future.
Absolutely. And, if you are an intermediate learner, like a B2 level learner, aiming to push your English to the next level, I want you to know you already have the tools you need.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I mean, the vocabulary is in your head, the grammar is there. Our goal today is just to organize those tools.
Well, that makes sense.
You are entirely capable of speaking beautifully. It is simply about knowing how to structure your thoughts under pressure.
Okay, let's unpack this, because I think a lot of people feel like they're just missing all the words.
Right, but it's really just the blueprint they're missing.
Exactly. So let's get into the first of our 3 steps. Pointer number 1, make a good, concise start,
Yes, concise.
which if we break down that vocabulary word for our B2 learners, concise just simply means short and to the point.
Right, getting straight to the facts. No fluff.
No fluff. But people do the opposite. They fall into this trap of, well, going around the houses.
Oh, that is the perfect phrase for it.
Right. It's like instead of just answering the question, people give this massive philosophical introduction.
Yeah, like if they're asked to describe a tool, they'll say something like, there are many tools in our homes nowadays that make life easier.
Ranging from electrical appliances to non-digital things.
Yes, exactly.
It's so robotic.
It is, and it's believed that what's fascinating here is that this actually confuses the examiner.
Really? Just from a long intro?
Yeah, because they might think you misunderstood the prompt. I mean, an examiner wants to be happy, not frustrated.
That makes total sense.
It is widely believed that a frustrated listener will just inherently grade you poorly. They have listener fatigue.
Right, because they've been listening to people all day.
Exactly.
So the solution is just to directly introduce the person, place, thing, or event.
Just hit it right on the head.
Like the tool I use in my home that I want to tell you about is my computer.
Boom.
Done.
It's just like a movie.
Yeah.
It's like skipping a 20-minute boring backstory and just starting right in the middle of the action. I love that analogy. You don't need the backstory of the tool.
No, nobody cares about the history of appliances.
Right.
But wait, doesn't a short start make you sound like you just don't have enough vocabulary to show off?
Oh, I hear that fear all the time. But no, the vocabulary comes after the introduction.
Oh, I
The
see.
intro is just about clarity. You prove you understand the prompt, and then you show off.
Got it. Secure the foundation first.
Exactly.
Well, we're a few minutes into this deep dive now, so just a quick reminder. If you're finding this helpful, remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, please do.
And also, make sure you stick around because we have a very special bonus tip waiting for you at the very end of this discussion.
You definitely don't want to miss that one. It's a game changer.
For sure. Okay, so we have our clear, concise start. Let's move to pointer 2, which is how to actually develop your answer.
Right, because you can't just stop after one sentence.
Exactly. You have to fill that 2-minute time limit. And we have 3 specific tips for this.
Okay, tip number 1. Prepare 3 things to discuss.
3 things. Okay. Now, usually you get a prompt card with bullet points. Yeah.
You do, but it is highly recommended not to just perfectly follow those bullet points.
Really? I always thought you had to.
Nope. A better strategy is to use the common question words. When, what, how, who, where, why.
To make your own points.
Exactly. It prevents what instructors call the single phrase trap.
What's the single phrase trap?
Well, if the prompt asks what a tool is, someone might just say, it is a pair of scissors.
Oh, and then they just stop.
Yeah, that is way too short. You have to expand.
So how do you expand that naturally?
You lean into adjectives, describe it visually. So instead of just a pair of scissors, you say, they are quite big, very sharp, with plastic handles.
Oh, wow. That paints a much better picture.
Right. And then you give examples of how it's used. Like I use them for cutting plastic bags or thick wire or preparing class materials as teacher.
So you're attaching real-world actions to the description.
Exactly. It forces you to use richer vocabulary naturally.
Okay, so that leads us right into the second tip for developing your answer. Be specific.
Be specific.
Because, there's that great idiom we use in English, the devil is in the details.
Oh, that's a perfect phrase for this.
Yeah, for our B2 learners, the devil is in the details basically means that the most important or interesting parts of something are hidden in the small specifics.
Exactly, not the big generalizations.
Right. And here's where it gets really interesting. To get those details, you should include personal feelings and anecdotes.
Yes, anecdotes are pure magic for speaking tests.
Let's define anecdote real quick for our listeners.
Sure, an anecdote is basically just a short, personal story. It's the kind of thing you would tell a friend or a family member after work.
Right, like mentioning that you have to keep those really sharp scissors away from your baby daughter so she doesn't cut herself.
Yes. If we connect this to the bigger picture, telling a personal story like that shows the examiner your natural personality.
And it probably lowers your stress, too.
Totally, because you're recalling a real memory instead of trying to invent some academic essay on the spot. It forces you to use better vocabulary without even trying.
Because you actually know what you're talking about.
Right, you're just being a human being.
Okay, I love that. So tip 1 is prepare 3 things using question words. Tip 2 is be specific with anecdotes.
Yep.
What's tip 3?
Tip 3 is use connectors or signposts.
Okay, explain signposts.
They are words that link your ideas together. They signal to the listener where your thought is going next. It makes your speech coherent and easy to follow.
Which makes the examiner happy.
Exactly.
But wait, I want to push back on this a little bit.
Okay, go for it.
Because some teachers say we should never use written connectors in natural speech. Like we shouldn't say, for instance, we should only say like. Is that true?
It's a really common debate. But it is widely believed that it's actually completely fine to use most connectors in a speaking test.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, saying, for instance, is perfectly fine. However, there are 2 overly formal words you should absolutely avoid.
Ooh, what are they?
They are really hard to say, and they sound super unnatural. The first one is furthermore.
Oh, yeah. Furthermore sounds like you're reading a textbook.
It really does. It ruins the conversational flow. So instead of furthermore, just use what's more.
What's more? That sounds so much better. Like, these scissors are sharp, and what's more, they have comfortable handles.
Exactly. It flows perfectly.
Okay, what's the second word to avoid?
Nevertheless.
Oh, it's a mouthful.
It is. It's so clunky. So instead of nevertheless, you should use but anyway.
But anyway.
Yeah, like they were quite expensive, but anyway, they are worth the money.
It's such a natural pivot. I use but anyway all the time in real life.
We all do. Now, there's one golden rule when it comes to these bullet points and connectors.
Okay, what is it?
Do not read the bullet points aloud like a robot.
Oh, gosh, like saying, first, what it is a pair of scissors.
Yes. People do that all the time because they panic.
It sounds terrible.
It does. Instead, you have to weave them in using those connectors we just talked about.
So how would you phrase that?
You'd say something like, first of all, let me tell you a bit more about what it is.
Ah, so you're still answering the bullet point, but it sounds like a real conversation.
Precisely.
Yeah.
We're driving the narrative.
All right, so we've got our concise start. We've developed the answer with our 3 tips. That brings us to pointer 3.
The final step.
Yeah, give a brief conclusion.
Which raises an important question, actually.
Do we even need one?
Exactly. Do you actually need a conclusion? And the truth is, no.
Really?
Yeah, unlike a written essay, it's not strictly essential for a speaking test.
Okay, so you can just stop talking.
Well, I wouldn't just stop abruptly. If you manage your time well and you know you're at the end, a simple wrap-up sentence feels really good.
It avoids that awkward dead air.
Yes, exactly. It helps communication. It signals to the examiner that you are officially done.
So what's a good wrap-up sentence?
Keep it super simple. Just say, so that's it. That's the tool I regularly use in my home.
So that's it. Okay, I think we need to synthesize all these steps. Let's do a master example for our listeners so they can hear this whole structure in action.
I think that's a great idea. We can stick with the scissors example.
Perfect. So I'll just kind of listen and you run through the whole 2-minute style answer using the start, the development, and the conclusion.
Sure thing. So I'd start right in with, the tool I'd like to tell you about is a pair of scissors.
Nice and concise.
Right. Then I'd expand. It's a very special pair of scissors that I bought a few weeks ago in a local hardware shop.
Mm-hmm.
They're quite big, larger than normal, with an extra large ergonomic handle made out of plastic, which makes them really comfortable for using.
Great descriptive adjectives there.
Thanks. Then I use a connector. When it comes to what they do, well, clearly scissors are used for cutting material, like paper or plastic.
Right.
As for me, I use them mostly for cutting card and paper. The reason is that I am a teacher, so I spend a lot of time cutting up flashcards and sticking things together for my lessons.
There's that specific detail.
Exactly. Because of this, they come in really handy. In fact, I do to go as far as to say they are an essential tool for my work.
Awesome.
Then another natural connector. What's more, they save me a ton of time.
Not furthermore.
Definitely not furthermore. And obviously, anybody in the house can use them, although we do have to be quite careful with our baby daughter.
The anecdote.
Yep, the personal story. We make absolutely sure they're kept on a high shelf, totally out of her reach, so she doesn't accidentally cut herself.
Love it.
And then the wrap-up. So, yeah, that's it. That's the tool I regularly use in my home.
Wow. So what does this all mean? When you hear it all together like that, this structure just takes the panic completely out of speaking.
It really does. You aren't guessing what to say next.
You started at the hardware shop, mentioned the ergonomic handle, brought in the flashcards for teaching, seamlessly dropped in the baby story, and wrapped it up cleanly.
And notice I didn't use any overly formal textbook words, just natural flow.
It's just brilliant. It gives our learners a reliable blueprint. All right, well, we are nearing the end of our deep dive today, which means it is time for the promised bonus tip.
Ah, yes, the bonus tip. This is a big one.
Because we spent this whole time giving a very strict structure.
We have.
And what's the bonus tip?
The bonus concept is basically knowing when to break the rules.
Break the rules.
Yes. It is believed that this three-step structure is amazing, but it's not an exact science.
Okay, so when do we break it?
Well, the advice is this. If you are less confident or you get a topic you don't know much about, strictly follow this structure. Lean on it.
Let the structure save you.
Exactly. But if you are highly confident, if you get a prompt and you have great life experience on the topic and you feel relaxed, you can abandon the structure entirely and just go with the flow.
Just trust yourself.
Yes. Because if you know the topic deeply, your passion and natural vocabulary will just pour out. You won't need the mental checklist.
That is incredibly freeing. You learn the rules so well that you know when you don't need them anymore.
Exactly.
Well, that is a perfect way to wrap up the content today. Now, to prove that you made it to the very end of today's deep dive and that you are dedicated to your English journey, we want you to do something.
We have a challenge for you all.
Yes. Please write, "I am consistent," in the comment box below.
We really want to see who made it to the end. I am consistent.
Type it right now. And, we want to hear from you generally.
Yeah, please write your feedback in the comments. Let us know which kind of topic do you want in the next video.
We read all of them, so if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to subscribe and press the bell notification for updates about the next video. Like, share, and subscribe to keep everyday English flow going.
Yes, keep that daily practice happening. But before we go, I want to leave everyone with one final provocative thought.
Ooh, let's hear it.
Think about this. We've discussed these 3 steps today as a way to pass a test, right?
Okay, the IELTS test.
But isn't this exactly how the most captivating public speakers, leaders, and storytellers capture our attention in real life?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Getting straight to the point, using personal stories.
Exactly. The next time you tell a story at a dinner party, try using these 3 steps. Watch how differently people listen to you. It's just human communication.
That is so true. Good storytelling works everywhere, not just in an exam room.
Absolutely.
Well, that's all for today. Keep practicing and keep your English flowing.